I stayed live. I have no idea. I hope that I'm back. Okay, I'm gonna put it in chat. I think I'm back. I think I'm back. My Streamlabs closed. and yet, I think I stayed live. But my Streamlabs closed. So I was like, and yeah, I looked on Twitch and I was still there and I was like, wait. Where am I? Where am I from? Geronimo, how is it going? I hope you are having a good day. I am heckin' confused. Oh, bonking the bot. Yeah, it happened. I was like, oh, I know what to do. And then Streamlabs closed and I was like, is this because I tried to type in chat? Is this because I tried to type in my own chat? I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I will never try to type in my own chat again. I won't do it. Never again. Oh my god. Oh, welcome back. Thank you. I'm good. Busy day, but the made it deliverable. Heck yeah. I'm glad. Now I'll just chill working for the rest of the day. Oh, I'm glad. I hope the rest of the day is chill and you have a good weekend. The mods get revenge on you. I know, right? Let's see if I can do it now. Mod. Oh. Yeah, there we go. That's all I was gonna do. I don't know why my Streamlabs closed. Cannot be defeated. Oh, I'm glad you're back. Yeah, I don't know what the heck happened. You're partially responsible for asking for the mod commands. Nah. I don't think it was you. I legit just think it was like a weird Streamlabs, but it would have happened regardless. I don't think it was anything to do with me typing in chat, if I have to be perfectly honest. I think it was just, you know, Streamlabs was like, I'm gonna close. Goodbye. Oh dear. But it's okay, it just means everyone's gonna get another go live. I've gone live again. Hello, I'm back. Oh dear. Hopefully closed captions is still working and everything like that. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, hey ho. It'd be like that. Oh yeah. Bonk with a hammer, that makes more sense. All of the bonks. Yeah. Hey ho. We're doing our best. I have no idea what the heck happened, but it happened and we survived. 2 streams in 1 day. Oh my god, yeah. Really on that grind. Definitely that. Although I have to be careful because now I don't know how long I've been streaming for. Oh god, Microsoft, I need you to put your pop-ups away. I don't want them right now. I swear to god, if it was a Microsoft pop-up was the reason that happened, Microsoft, you and I are going to be having words, because I tell you right now, your pop-up was not good enough for you to prevent me from streaming. Oh, and the reason you couldn't hear me was because if it thinks that I have, it's difficult to explain this one, but it's kind of like the same thing with if I say, for instance, unplug my mic and then replug my mic in now, my mic, you won't hear me. I have to literally unadd it and re-add it as a source for you to hear me on Streamlabs. It's really annoying, but that's how it would be. So the reason you couldn't hear me, I think, was because it thought it had unplugged during that happening. So, yeah, that's why. I don't know why it thought that. But that's what that was. I'm sure there's a reason, but yeah. What are you gonna do, switch to Linux? I'm okay. It's a weird thing where the cameras do the same thing, where it's just like if they unplug, I would have to re-add them. It's not like I could just re-add them on one scene. I have to take them off every single scene and then re-add them on every scene if I want them to show. Which is why I'm just gonna restart the stream, honestly. Thank you for the horn. Yeah, it's easier for me to restart the stream because yeah, I'm not gonna take them off every scene and re-add them on every scene. That would take me like 15 minutes probably. And rather than that, just restart. Why not? Yeah, I remember back in the day, I would be told, oh, you could just take off your camera, and people were very kind, but it just took so long. And also my scenes would get hecked up, because I can't see them very well. And it'd be like, I need to move everything just a smidgen to the left. Oh, no, no, no. A smidgen to the right. And I'd be like, I can't see. I need them to be zoomed in 400%. Otherwise, I have no idea. I have no idea where they stand. And they'd always be like a smidgen off. I mean, I know on other cameras my stuff is still a smidgen off. But I can't see. I still can't see it. It's because it's too small. I need to zoom in so that I can see where my boxes are because I can't see. At some point, I might try and make a cute theme. I also might not, but I might. I might. I also might not. Also, creative, how is it going? Also, yeah, to anyone who's just joining, hi. Look how tall we are. Look at it up there. Look how tall it is. We grew. So we have the harness on the mannequin. The mannequin also is on a new stand, which is much shorter, which is why the mannequin is all the way down there. And we have now the Doppel frame is going the whole way up. So we have all of our shape. Give me 2 seconds. I saw that. You need to be quickly adjusted, don't you? I saw that. But I saw your Instagram figures coming together. Yay! It is slowly but surely, and it's nice to see all the shape stuff coming together because that was so much work. Oh dear. Right. I'm sorry. I saw a slight adjustment, which means that I need to load up my camera. I don't know why. God, I think Bob might be having a bit of a time. I think it maybe isn't Streamlabs' fault. The more that I think about it, the more that I think maybe it's oh god. Oh, KPK, thank you so much for the follow. That's very kind of you. Oh, and thank you for the lurk creative. That's also very sweet. I think it may be, if I had to guess, I think it's Bob. That's okay. Also, hopefully things look a bit better now. I just quickly adjusted that. I can't actually do any active adjustments to my camera while I'm live, but I can make sure that it follows the adjustments that I've already made. Which are, don't autofocus, you'll have a bad time. My desk vibrates when I sew, so you'll have a very bad time if you try to auto-adjust. You'll just be like, ah! Bob is haunted. Honestly? Sometimes I feel that. Sometimes I feel that Bob could in fact be haunted. It feels like, you know, Bob, as much as Bob is a laptop and so is an inanimate object, it feels like Bob has a sassy personality sometimes. Because he turns on and he's just like, no, don't feel like any of this today. Not, absolutely not. Don't feel like it. Not today. You want to do this and this? Nah. Not at all. Oh dear. Bob wants vacation. Bob does want vacation. Also, Mummy, how's it going? Moggy. Just look, how long are you sewing? Just found your channel. How long are you sewing today, or how long am I sewing ever? How long have I been sewing? Today, I really don't know what time it is. Sorry, it's because we just had to restart my stream. So it's a bit of a confusing. I guess, ever, sorry. Okay. I'm like, I have no idea. The concept of time today has flown out the window because I normally go by my stream time. Since ever, I started sewing when I was a kid, like pretty young, and I'd make dolls clothing and like stuff like that. So that would have been, I would have been like 7. 7 or 8. But then I would say that I started sewing clothing and stuff like that. I jumped really in the deep end with making like a wedding dress when I was like 13. And then I started making costumes just after that because I was like, I want to make stuff for going to Comic-Cons. Which I didn't really go to. I went to one and then I didn't go to another for a really long time because of where I live. And yeah, and then I just kept making them. I was like, let's keep going. Even if I can't go to one, I'm just going to keep making them because I have a good time. I didn't really take any pictures or anything because that wasn't my priority. But I had a good time. So I guess technically it's been since I started, like picked up a needle and started sewing quite a lot. Like 18 years, but since like I started sewing on a machine, more like 12 years. Yeah. but I don't have any sort of professional training or anything like that to help me keep or even any training in like a school. I don't have any training. No, nobody ever taught me to sew. I just got like my mum told me how to like hem trousers and how to hem trousers, how to make a pillow, and I think that was about it. And then yeah, that was about the length of my sewing knowledge, and then everything else I just learnt from trial and error, a lot of error, and then yeah, just practice, practice, and then eventually YouTube when I was about 16, maybe 17. I started watching more YouTube, but to be fair, that was about like 4 years after I started sewing on a machine. So that was a good time when I was just like error. So many errors. Oh, good times, good times. Only sewing I've done by hand for custom figures. Oh, custom figures, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Oh, I love seeing things like that. So one thing, I said it before, I love seeing people that do custom dolls or like custom toys, stuff like that, and they make clothing for them. Oh, I love that. I don't do that anymore. I did stuff like that when I was really, really young, but I still love watching people do it. I love seeing people make patterns for dolls and stuff as well. I think it's really interesting because often the clothing is much more fun than people that make modern everyday clothing. There's nothing wrong with that, and of course there's definitely a place for it, mainly in people's wardrobes. But I just love it. I just think it's really interesting. A lot of the people that I follow on YouTube do stuff like that. It's never stuff that I would make myself, but I still find it very inspiring. Oh, bless you, Blocker. That's very sweet of you. Alright. Practice makes perfect. Yeah, this is the thing. I think if I was to ever work with somebody professional, they'd be like, what are your techniques? What is this technique? This is not somebody who has been trained, because these are not normal techniques. But it gets me through it. Like, I don't struggle. I've practiced a lot at the things that I do, but like, I don't think I have someone who's been to like fashion school, for instance, and has been making stuff with a lot of assistance. It's not that sort of sewing. I don't have any of that knowledge. Someone who has had somebody show them how to put a zip into things. Oh, Maggie, thank you for the follow. That's very kind of you. Because I've met a lot of people who do have that, and they're fantastic. They're absolutely amazing, and the way that they, I think, often approach things is completely different to me. I don't think that's a bad thing necessarily. You're not a professional? No. You mean you're making now is not everyday clothing? Oh, I'm sorry. This is true. Oh, bless you. Oh, so Disney man, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day. But yeah, I think the way that often I approach things compared to people that I know that have taken like fashion degrees or even like costume design degrees, things that are very close to what I do, it's completely different approach. Because I never had any of that sort of more practical, I guess, background. But yeah, it's really cool. It's very cool. I love seeing their like work boards and stuff like that, and being like, whoa, this is how someone who's like aiming for the industry does it. That's really cool. It's really cool. I like it a lot. I genuinely love to see it. I think it's really cool. Again, it's very different to how I do everything, but then it makes sense that it's very different because I have no idea. Everything that I do just comes out of my head one day and I'm like, yeah, that sounds like fun, let's do it. And then I work it out from there how I can make it a reality. But I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. It's also fun how many people that I've met who have done a fashion degree that also have an interest in cosplay. That's also pretty cool. I would have never thought it, but there's a lot. Wow. But I guess you have to be quite a design-focused person, and you have to really do very individual things, especially if you want to do like runway fashion. So I guess it kind of makes sense. But then more people into cosplay is always very cool. Keep selling this. Sell it in a lot more. Although I'm not sure what they'd think of me sewing veins into the inside of bows. They probably think it was a bit odd. Oh, your stream before was cutting out 2 hours 40 minutes. Thank you so much, Robert. That's actually really helpful. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Yeah, I was saying before, I often calculate how long I have left, especially on Fridays, because Fridays is like one of the few days I stream on like some sort of time limit, because I play Vampire the Masquerade on Fridays with some friends. So I have somewhat of a time limit, and I kind of just calculate it on like how long the stream has gone on for. So yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I have time. I just have to add them together today. I can do that. I can do that. I mean, in reality, I should probably just use the clock, but I don't know. I just don't do that. Go. And my aunt and my grandma has my grandma's sewing machine. You had to hand crank it to work. Yeah, I've seen a lot of machines like that where they are hand crank machines. I think at this point I would never go back, but I know a lot of people do, and they're like good machines. I mean, my fear often with a machine like that would be getting the parts, but I again talk to people that they don't have any issue getting the parts. So I think it probably totally depends on the type of machine that you have. But parts would be for me. And also, of course, like, there's a lot of features on this machine that I do genuinely use and absolutely love. But there's something beautiful about the old machines that are just like, oh, so cool, so cool. Hey man, hey. Really good. Got chased by sharks in morning energy. Oh my god. Got only little ones, so I wasn't too much lazy. Got ready for work on set designs. Ooh, need to make 4 boxes of ginger. Coconut brownies, that sounds amazing. Oh my god, that sounds amazing. Oh, I hope that goes well. Brownies, oh, that sounds lovely. I haven't had brownies in a really long time. Delicious, delicious. You also streaming Vampire the Masquerade? No. That's just like that I play with my friends. Like, I would never, I'd never now. Because, yeah, that's like it's like a thing with friends. And my friends are not these friends are not streamers. they're just people that enjoy Vampire the Masquerade. I think if you put them in front of the camera, they might be a bit put off, which is fair because, you know, so much of it is like big in roleplay. Like, you don't want to be feeling put off while you're getting into character. I think even I would, to be fair, feel a bit like, I don't know, it'd be very different to what I'm used to. Because I'm only used to really role-playing around friends or people that very soon become friends because of roleplay. So yeah. Busy day ahead. How are you chased by a shark? I could not. I love sharks. Sharks are one of my favorite animals. I love sharks. But again, like, same with like jellyfish, right? I respect at a distance. But I love shark. I love shark. There you go. Another vein has been added. Look at these veins. Delicious. Delicious veins. Delicious. This is gonna look so cool, by the way. Because this is gonna go on the inside of the bow, same as this one, so you don't see it from the outside, but when you look close, it's like, oh. The insides are on the inside. Ugh. Little details that look so cool. Actually, I could probably just, yeah. I could probably just go with it like this. So cool. I love the fabric underneath as well. It's really like just changes as you sew on it. It's so pretty. You don't have to use a fabric like this, but man, does it look nice. And then maybe you want to do another one just in here. There we go, just fill that in slowly. Pretty good. Oh, I didn't put it quite close enough to the edge. Okay. Ah, the pipes will be hidden by the hair. You got it. Yeah. So I can actually show you. We've only got like on this smaller book, kind of simplified drawings of it because I did a lot of the drawings before. So the pipes, oh, I'm looking at the wrong camera, sorry. The pipes go up the back of the head, but if I get it from the side, I'll show you the side profile. I might show it a little better. They go up the back like that. So we've already got all of the frame like in place. We just need to do this. So the wig gets done in 2 parts. Yes, yes, yes. And yeah, so I'll have a wig on underneath, and then we'll have this part of the wig that will slot on over the top of that wig, and that's where all the pipes will be hidden. Yeah! Ah, dear. Ah. I need to rise to the belt from you, Jelly, possible. I was swimming in the sea, and it was only a little one, but a good 3 meters away from you. Oh, that is close. You need help rise with a belt. What kind of belt? Like a cosplay belt? What's up? If it's a fashion belt, though, I might not be the person to ask. Just a heads up. I might not be the person to ask with a fashion belt, but if it's a cosplay belt, what's up? Oh dear. You little shark. Little shark. Oh dear. Enjoy your weekend. Oh, Shifty Luke, you're going off, head off again, but enjoy the rest of the stream. Thank you so much, Shifty Luke, and yeah, enjoy your weekend. Take care. Also, anyone who doesn't know Shifty Luke is a streamer who often actually streams on a Friday. I don't know if you're planning to stream today, but they do a lot of chill streams. They do a lot of world building streams as well. If you're interested in D&D or Pathfinder, that sort of game, they do a lot of world building streams. Yeah, the last stream was Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, they do a lot of that kind of content. If you are curious. Oh heck, D&D. Yeah, I know, right? Again, not sure if they're streaming today, but if you have curiosity about that kind of stuff, definitely check them out, because they've been, I think, yeah, they've been a DM before, and they know their ways around the world of D&D. And yeah, they've been doing some world building stuff recently, like how to create your own world and stuff like that. It's been really cool. It's been really cool. The veins look super cool, right? And they're 3D, so basically when you see them and they catch the light among this, they look so cool. It doesn't show up as well on camera, but yeah. And again, Madoka is all about like kind of hiding the psychological stress and like psychological horror with magical girls, cute magical girls. So this is going to go on the inside of the bow, and this is a thickened face I'm using to keep the bow really like rigid, but it's going to go on the inside of the bow, so it's like hiding the disgusting inside with a really cute like outside. And I'm doing it all collaged in fabric so that it kind of matches the collaged look of the witches, so it all makes sense. Yee! Might later, I don't know yet. That's fair, that's fair. Yes. But anyway, have a good weekend. Yeah, take care, Shifty Luke. Ah, dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh, that's a horn. Plugger. Yes. it's not just veins for the sake of veins. It's veins with meaning. I'm also going to do one just at the end. Although the one at the end, a lot of it is just to hold that piece in place. You won't see it as much, but yeah, little vein at the end. You can really see them on the back, but they look better on the front. And yeah, I just look so cool. What? Did I miss a piece? Oh no, that's the one we're doing. Okay. I was like, oh no, a thread. Except that it's a thread that I literally just added. So. And then we just keep adding these. Cool. And trim these threads. It does use a lot of thread doing this though, like an awful lot of thread. That's the only thing. That's why I've got like 1,000 meters of thread on the top right now, because it will use like 1,000 meters of thread. It uses so much, so it's quite an expensive method if you look at it like that, because 1,000 meters of thread costs like 10 quid, and if you think of it like that, that's like the price of the fabric. But yeah, it's expensive. It is expensive. For me, it's worth it because I love how it looks, but you could also look at it in the method of like, this is going on the inside. This is a lining fabric. Why are you spending so much on a lining fabric? But I love it. Aww. And I think, yeah, if you do see it, which, bear in mind with these bows being so open, I think that you are more likely to see it. Because if they were just flat bows, I'll see if I can grab one and can put them next to each other, maybe on another stream, because I actually have one on the whale sharks behind us. But like a flat bow that's made with just a ribbon, comparatively to a bow that's like made like this, the volume difference is quite dramatic, and you do get a lot of volume on these ones. They do be standing out quite a lot. Let's get this one to join up now. Just make sure that we get all these pieces filled in. I'm doing it backwards on this one just because of the amount of fabric that has to go onto the machine if I did it the other way, but it does make it a little bit more difficult to fill in. Nicely. Okay. Let's do another one on this side, I think. Yeah. That looks alright. And then we just have to do this one over here. Should be nice and easy. This one again, it's more of a placeholder for keeping the interfacing stuck in. I don't think you'll see it very much. I could do like another one. Yeah, not going out that way. Maybe you'll see that one. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, just give that a little bit of a backwards and forwards at the end, and that should be that one all thinged up. cleaned up. Nice, nice, nice. And now we just have to trim off the excess threads. Shouldn't be too many. I was pretty neat there, comparatively to how I have been. Go. And I'm just going to take that pin out. And then this one, it will end up like this. This is where it gets really difficult to show you on camera because it's going to try and do that, but you will see when it's folded, like, hints of it on the inside. It's much more obvious to me than it is to you, I think. But to me, when I look at it, I'm like, oh yeah, and I'll look at it from the top probably because it will be on my back. So if you were looking at it from the back, it kind of looks like you can see the veins, yeah, pretty well. Of course, there is a bit of a rim as well because of the seam allowance, so that you would see more veins than you think. But yeah, the most difficult part you did sewing, how long did it take? The longest part so far has not been the most difficult part. The longest part has been the tulle for the petticoat because petticoats are a nightmare. It's like 75 meters of fabric in there. So that was the longest so far. But it's not the most complicated part, it is just the longest. But I wouldn't class it as the most complicated. The most complicated is the hoop skirt. The hoop skirt, it is a pretty simple process in theory, but there's so much math behind it. Again, like, I keep getting this book out, but when you go through like the amount of maths that actually went into making that bloody thing, that's why it's like, if anyone ever comes to me and is like, I want to make that same thing, how did you do it? I will just send them all of my calculations, because if it means you don't have to do the same thing, like, honestly, more than happy to do it. Because it was like getting the heights between each ring that I was putting in, getting the circumference of each individual ring, because this is a scale drawing as well, believe it or not. And then that's not the only drawing, it was also these ones as well also went into that main drawing. Again, not that you can really tell, but there's so many numbers all over them because there was so much maths that went into it. It was so much that went into it, and yeah, getting all of those pieces was just an absolute nightmare. But yeah, I would say the hoop ended up being 105 panels. Each panel that is sewn to another panel, I have basically interlock stitched. Interlock stitched. So that was overlock stitched. I don't own an overlocker, so that was several layers of stitching on every single panel. Because that's going to take such weight on it, I want the stitching to be really, really intensely good. And yeah, so that was part of it. And then of course I went over all of the layers of boning with a ruffle, which I then had to make each of those individual ruffles. So that was a lot. It was a lot. And I did most of it in a weekend. Most of the hard work in one weekend, which was like 18 hours of straight sewing. It was a lot. But yeah, I made the notes because then if anybody needs it, it's there. Oh, bless you, Moggy. That's very kind of you. Oh, is somebody being judged? We have time for somebody being judged. Always time for someone being judged. Okay. Who's being judged today? Oh, Runa, disrupting the peace and quiet. Oh, stop looking for today. How are they looking for today? Well, maybe somebody can tell us, because Runa, I need Runa right now. God damn it. Why? Whenever I'm looking for someone, can I never find them anywhere? Look how big my eyes are. I should be able to see them a mile away. Runa, where are you? I desperately need to see you. In my office. Right now. Ah. There you are, Runa. Get over here. Get over here, Runa. I need to speak to you. Runa, how dare you? Runa. Eyes are too big. Runa, sit down there right now. Runa, I will not hear this disrespect in my office when I have in fact called you here to speak to me. Except I do not want to hear you speak, in fact. I want you to sit there in quiet. Because we do not
We do not have speaking in these meetings. We only have judging. Oh dear. My eyes can focus just fine. Look at, in fact, how they focus on you, Runa. They focus on you. Oh dear. No, I will not speak of the things that you have done. And the reason that I have to speak to you today, I will not shame you like that in front of all of these people, who are not in this meeting room with us, by the way. It is just us two. But I will not speak of them in front of all of these people. And instead, I will just stare at you. I will just stare at you, Runa. And I'll let you think about the things that you have done. Yeah? Yeah, I can see it in your face. I know. Yeah, I can see them crossing your mind now. You knew about that one. You knew about what happened in the coffee room that one time. I remember. And ignore all the people peering into the office. Ignore them all. Pretend they're not there. Just think about that one time in the coffee room. Okay. Right. I'm judging you about it. Runa. Now that this has been done, I want you to go back to your desk and continue to think about the things that have been done. And I hope that I do not see you here for a good while, Runa. Now, leave. Go back. Oh no, Runa. There's no hearts at the end of it. Oh dear. Goodbye, Runa. KBK, look away, and what is happening? That was judgment. It's one of our redeems. Oh dear. Oh. There are no hearts in the judgment, Runa. No hearts. No hearts allowed in judgments. How could you? Manager is flushed. It was intermission. You know what? You're not wrong. They basically are intermissions. The closest we have to an intermission is like the judgments. Amazing. Yeah, I don't know if you noticed, we have on the back wall, I used it originally, by the way. It's a scale picture of me. I used it for measurements for the back harness because I couldn't get measurements for my back just by doing this very accurately. And I needed them to be really accurate because it was going into a harness that I needed to be really tight to my body. So I mugshot, not mugshot. so I got some pictures from my side and I scaled them. And yeah, we took measurements off of it, but then we got attached to it, and now it's just there. And then we put googly eyes on it, and now it's the chairman. And that is the history of chairman. In case anyone was curious. Oh dear. I'm sure at least one person was somewhat curious. It's definitely something. If we ever do get more emotes, one of them will end up being judged. Oh yeah. I think I can probably remove this one now. Yeah, it's always, I'm never quite sure whether or not to remove the pins, but I think I can remove that one. That's a great idea, the mugshot. It's not a mugshot! It's not a mugshot! Look, it's smiling! It's not a mugshot! Look, smiling. It's happy. I'm not going to sit in the sun with my crochet listening to you. Oh, bless you, Runa. Good luck with your crochet. I hope that it goes well. Take care. Have some fun in the sun. What is the longest you've been gone without sewing? And did it drive you crazy? University. I would say. I didn't sew as much. I also wasn't very well in university. So probably first year of university I didn't really sew very much. Third year of university I also didn't sew very much. Second year I sewed a little bit, but not very much. University in general was a hard time to sew. I was very busy. But yeah, those are the times I probably sewed less. And then when I finished university, I felt like I had a little bit more time again. And I was like, oh, I can... Because it just took up so much of my life all of the time. It was like, I'm studying and I want to do my hobbies, but like, I just don't have the time. And also because I hadn't been very well, I felt like I was always playing catch up.
because I had to take time off for being ill and stuff like that. So it's like I don't have any time to do anything other than study, and it was a lot. Yes, I didn't sew very much, but I wouldn't say, you know, I was sad that I couldn't sew, but also it was like, you know what, it's fine. This is kind of what I expect. School eats up time, can't do much costumes because of it, yeah. It sucks, but also, it's what it is, isn't it? I feel like I hated it, but also, yeah. I didn't hate the things I was doing, though, which helps because, like, I was university. I was happy with the subject I was doing, so I didn't miss it too much, but I you know, once I could do it again, I was very happy. Because, yeah, it's something that I'm very passionate about, so once I was like, oh, I have time for this again, it was like, oh, yay! I have time again! Because, like, I didn't even have time, like, a little bit of time in the evening or something where I could do it. Porn! It wasn't even, like, a small amount. It was like, I do this, and then that's that. Like, I didn't even have time to, like, socialize with people, especially not in, like, third year. Third year was the one where it was really like, that's that. I'm a student and I am nothing else. It was, yeah, very busy, very busy. I did enjoy university, and I'm glad that I did it, but I'm also glad that I'm not there anymore. I would not go back, but I'm glad that I did it. It was a good experience, and I'm you know, I'm glad I got through it, but I would also say that I'm not someone who is probably cut out to go back and do it over and over again to, like, get more courses done. It was a lot. Look, how dare you interrupt my jelly with a horn. Say you cannot speak. I hear you currently at university, and yes, very little time. Yeah, it's the balance of university where they say, like, oh yeah, you could balance this and this and this and this and this. It's like, honestly, if I can cook myself a meal in a day, congratulations me. Because it felt like, I think it's also the pressure I think that's put on you, where it's like, you have to be able to do this, 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 and this, and this, otherwise you're not keeping up, and they will let you get behind, and then once you get behind, it's very difficult to get back. And in my case, I was getting behind often because I was having to miss days because I was, like, in hospital or ill, and, you know, my lecturers knew that was the case. It wasn't like I was being really stealthy about it or anything. Like, I had notes and stuff like that, and, like, I think I even had an extension at one point because, you know, I had taken so much time out, which I don't believe I ended up using, but because I could do so much of it from bed and stuff like that. But I was lucky in that my course I could submit from home, but whereas I know a lot of people can't submit their courses from home, or they have to use the equipment in the university a lot more than what I did. But yeah, it was not fun. It was not fun. I was just not ill. I was just ill in bed a lot, like, I know I'm behind, and I know this is not helping. Good. Fun. But yeah, it's very easy to get behind by not necessarily doing anything wrong, I think, and then once you're behind, it's very difficult to catch back up again, and you're just like, it really depends on the type of course you follow. If it's mostly understanding, like math, it's less time consuming compared to a course where you have to learn a lot, like law. Yeah, I suppose that's true. I only have experience of the course that I took, which was a lot of focus on building regulations, history, and programming, like AutoCAD, on like Autodesk in general. It was very coursework based. So it always felt like you could do more. Like a lot, you could always do more. And yeah, very coursework based. You could always do more, and yeah, I think that's really where the downfall was. You could always do more, and like, yeah, I think I really loved my course. This isn't to like smash on, like, you know,
what I did. I really enjoyed what I did. I had a really good time, and I don't regret going at all. But yeah, I think yeah, it's not easy. It wasn't easy. Although I would still think third year in some ways, the first half of third year was horrible. The second half of third year was not so bad. Second year was really tough. I think the idea that third year was probably still the most difficult, but the idea that second year is, for me at least, was going to be easy was compared to third year. That was like a stereotype that I had heard a lot, right, going into university. That second year, like, oh, first and second year, don't worry, first year will be easy, second year will be like not too bad either. And maybe on some courses that it is like that. But on our course, at least, second year was not easy. Nope. Second year was really hard. Second year was also one of the few years where I felt like we actually had like exams to sit, which, yeah, that was hard. They did like the first exam we ever had to sit on my birthday as well, which was like, excuse me, I feel personally attacked. Oh. It was a lot. Yeah, it's different obviously for every course, but I guess I had a lot of things going into university, and not all of them were very true. But there probably are some courses where they do ring a bit more true, like that maybe only third year will be tough, but then nope. Second year was also like because that was the year where we had like a lot of our tests. Where if you failed them, you just had to do them over and over again. And it was like, oh my god, that was horrible. But then like third year, you had to do like at one point for us like 5 modules at once. So juggling 5 modules at once was horrible. And one of them was specifically regs, a building regs module, and that was really tough because you just had to learn them all, and like all of the ones that applied to us, basically. And it was a lot. It was a lot. And they were just like, oh yeah, by the way, just learn everything. You've got like a month. You got this, guys. You got this. It was just like, ah! But then, you know, on its own, maybe, but like with 4 other things on the go at the same time where you had like deadline. It was like every single lesson was a deadline. And to go straight back into that was quite a lot. But I still really enjoyed it. I think third year was the most fun because it had the most freedom. You could kind of choose what you did. You could choose the historical building that you liked. And I was like, yee, about I loved my building. I had a lot of fun. And yeah, it was good. It was good. And it was also fun because everyone was working on a different building. Whereas before that, everyone was working on the same building. So which was cool because you got to see all the different directions people were taking it in. But like, I don't know, I liked seeing all the different buildings people cared about. And being like, oh, you did that one? I did this one. With neighbours. It was pretty cool. I liked that a lot. Oh. Man, I love buildings. Buildings are cool. Right. I think I might put a really long vein down the centre of this one. I've done this on some of the other bows, and it looks pretty cool. Like a really nice big long vein, just down the centre. It's a bit difficult to thicken out, but it looks cool, and I like it. I think I might still need to go from this side. Like, the thing with it being down the centre, it do be a little difficult to thicken, but that's okay. So you just have to kind of take it slow. Slow thickening. The slow thickening. This. Slow.
not too thin because it's still a vein. Still a vein. Okay. There we go. Oh, that's a lot of thread. And we want to fill in some of the spots now. Make sure it's nice and thick. And then we of course also want to go off in some areas. Make some vein patches. The more I can do in one again, the better, because I don't want to leave threads all over the place when this is already using so much thread. So I'm going to be doing a lot here to get like a lot of thread in one place and really thicken this up. We're going pretty hard here, but that's okay. We're okay with that. We're under control. We got it pretty under control. Oh, but I've lost the bobbin. That's okay. That's okay. We got a lot done. We got a lot done. They haven't done anything. I blame you. Otherwise, I'll be blamed. They always be blamed. We got a long vein down the middle. It's thick. It uses a lot of thread though. We don't do it too often. But now I need more bobbin. Okay. Yo. Okay. What time is it? Okay. We are running out of time a little bit, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh dear. It's alright. I've got a bit of time left. Excuse me. Hiccups. Oh dear. Oh. I wanna get the red veins done. It looks so cool, and I've been waiting so long to get the red veins done. I just wanna see them. I just think they look really cool if they were done, you know. Ah. Go. And pull that through there. Come on. And oh wait, why am I doing this? I'm like, oh yes, let me thread the thread when I don't have any bobbin. Smart. Running out of time, you ain't even live for 50 minutes. You know that's not true. I've been live longer than that. I've been live for like over 3 hours, I think. What time is it? I think I've been live for coming up to 4 hours? Maybe? Yeah? Coming up to 4 hours? Pretty soon? I started late today though because making all of that up here, I originally made it elsewhere because I was like worried that I was going to go through the ceiling. And yeah, making all that up here, yeah, it was just messy. So I took a long time to clean. But yeah, I think I was about 10 minutes late. It's probably about 3.5. Yeah. Maybe like 3:40. Yeah, I've been streaming a long time. Whee! Oh my god, I'm really getting through this 1,000 meters. I hate to see it. These cost so much money. No more. Please stop eating my money. Even though you look so cool, you're so expensive. Why do all the cool things cost so much thread? Oh, I understand why you cost money, but please. What I really need is the 1,000 meters to be like on sale or something like that. If 1,000 meters of thread suddenly went on sale, I'd just be there like, mine. All of them, please. Because I might have to get more red, I think. I literally just did like a thread order as well. It's not arrived yet, but I just did a thread order and I didn't get red because I was like, oh, I've got like 1,000 meters. I don't need red. Completely forgetting that I still had this job to do. It's
gonna take loads of thread. Damn it. Make sure this bit's finished because we don't want to leave that bit half done. Good. And that. And then we just turn this around. And we start going up this way. Ooh, that was interesting. I got off the piece a bit, but it looks pretty cool. Interesting. Nice, nice, nice. Time to rob a bank, yes. Why did you rob the bank? Thread. Thread is why I robbed the bank. If you made thread cheaper, then maybe I wouldn't have done it. No, I do understand why it is as expensive as it is. I get it, but it drains me. It drains me. There we go. I go to bed, make Z's. Get some good Z's, Zero. Get some good Z's. I hope you have good sleep. Have a lovely weekend as well. Thanks. It's a long weekend, so I get to be extra unproductive. Here, I get to be extra unproductive. Nice. That's fine. That is fine. Get good sleep, Zero. Have a lovely weekend. I hope it goes well. Oh dear. Ooh. And we're just going to put an extra one over there. And do that. That looks like a good little shape. We did a really big red one, so I want the one next to it to be a bit shorter. As you know. Yeah. Can't have it all being red. We want a lot of red, but not all red. Just predominantly red. Go. Trim, 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 trim. Put that out. And yes, we go. Do this one first. And go. And backwards and forwards more. And let's do some go out again next to it. I wonder if I can just... Yeah, I can just turn it around actually. That's... Save even more thread! Heck yeah! Saving the threads! I will do that. If you want to go up a little bit, just making it look nice and even and such. And then turn it around and give it time. Yeah. And there we go. And there we go. Oh. Okay, cool. All in one stitch, huh? All in one stitch.
Who is this cosplay? Toka Satomi well, it's from Magia Record, but from the universe of Madoka Magica, which I think is just a little bit more recognizable for a lot of people. And Madoka Magica, it's an anime. It has a game as well, which is like a... It also has like a manga, I think, as well. Yeah. Toka Satomi. Yes. And we are doing the Doppel version, so we're doing it with the character and also the Doppel. Bebop, hi, how's it going? I hope you're having a good day. I am good, thank you. Anyone who doesn't know Bebop, by the way, Bebop is a lovely bean streamer who does a lot of body paint face paint, body paint, and makeup. And they are very, very sweet bean. Yes. Ah dear. Yeah, that is who I am doing the cosplay for. That's why it's so large, because we have the Doppel up there, and then what I wear down here. So it's kind of like making a puppet. We need both parts, but it's fun, and I like it a lot. Yeah, I know that the Madoka universe, Madoka Magica is more recognizable for a lot of people than Magia Record. Which is why it's like she's from Magia Record, but. Yeah, if I say Madoka, a lot more people are like, oh, Madoka! And I'm like, yeah! It's a spin-off of Madoka. Like, it has a lot of the same characters in it, and you can kind of recognize it somewhat from the art style. But, yeah, it's not quite the same. Not quite the same, but similar. God, I want to learn to sew. Always a good time to start. Hand stitching is, I do a lot of hand stitching. Hand stitching is good. If you find a needle and thread, that's a good way of starting. I mean, as well, if you have something that specifically you want to make, and it's possible to hand stitch it. I mean, hand stitching definitely takes longer, but you often also, as well, it'll be easier, because you can see when something is starting to go wrong, if it is starting to go wrong, and yeah. All of the more complicated parts of this design, I am hand stitching at the moment because I need to. So like all of the stuff on the inside of the hoop to the lining is being hand stitched together, because if I was to try and machine stitch that, I think I would just have a nightmare. And it's a lot cheaper than suddenly buying a sewing machine. Go, get some little prongs. This cosplay is going to be, squeeze boxing. Thank you for the host, that's very kind of you. Cosplay is going to be so intense, it's very intense. There is a madness here, but I like it a lot, thank you. Hand stitching is a nightmare. It can be a nightmare, but I think also some parts can be a lot more of a nightmare to machine stitch. I think this one's a good example. I can't really show you what I need to do, but I need to hand stitch this into the inside of the hoop skirt. So this part needs to go around the centre ring at the top, this part needs to go around the base ring. And if I was to try and machine stitch this into that, I would hate it. I would have a horrible time, I'd probably cry. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that to myself. So I'm going to hand stitch it in. I take it off the frame, and I'm just going to go around and hand stitch it. Yeah, it's probably going to take me a while because this is like really quite wide at the bottom, this is really quite wide at the top, and they are thick fabrics. But better that than just having a horrible time and having to unpick it if it bunches and stuff like that every few seconds because I can't see what I'm doing because it's such a big thing. I'd rather spend the time and hand stitch it. Yes. I want to make shirts with cool patterns. That's a good one. Well, the other thing is that's not too. Shirts are complicated. Shirts are a lot of pieces, but if you can find a shirt at like a charity shop or something like that that fits you, that you can then unpick, like get a little unpicker and like unpick it and just take apart all the seams, you can lay those pieces out onto a fabric that you prefer, recut out the pieces and then just sew them back together in the fabric that you like, and you have a pattern that you can use forever that you already know that fits you. And that's how I've made this shirt, that's how I've made so many other shirts, because it's like I already know that it fits me because I bought it at a charity shop, I've put it on,
and I've been like, this fits me. Now let's take it apart. Let's put it on a fabric that I like. For instance, this one's white. The original shirt was blue. And cut it apart. Put it on a new fabric. You know, I've marked on the original fabric the pieces, so it's like front left, front right, back. I've marked where the darts are. Put it on because it is quite a complicated piece. So it's like better to get all the pieces marked. And then, yeah, recut it all out. Also, testing, how is it going? I hope you're doing well. Start small, I'm lots of tutorials. Oh, for sure. YouTube is wonderful. YouTube is wonderful. Also, anyone who doesn't know testing is my rival right now. They are doing the same competition as I am. But they are a wonderful, wonderful cosplayer. They are making a larger-than-life build at the moment from Power Rangers, and it's incredible. Lots of electronics, lots of foam. It's very cool. Oh dear. Hand stitching machine are both helpful and a pain lol. Just take practice. Yeah. Oh, that's a great idea. This is the content I follow for. This is the content. Just be like, yeah, take stuff apart, remake it in what you actually like. I mean, I do that all the time. It's just nice to know that things actually fit you. And patterns are a nightmare because you'll look at it and you'll be like, right, according to these measurements, I am 10 different sizes. And it takes a bit of a time to like learn how to read them. So rather than going that when you first start, just find something that already fits you. Oh, I don't like. Oh. You sleepy, you seem well. I am good, thank you. Yeah, the stream has already decided to restart once, but we are doing good. Other than the stream deciding that it wants to restart every now and again, we're doing good. Oh, dearie me. They're here to sabotage the competition. We are not here to sabotage the competition. We would never. We would never. Never. Guys, we play nice. We play nice. Also, we don't want to get disqualified, guys. We don't want to get disqualified. We play nice. We play nice. Could you imagine? Could you imagine getting disqualified for what is it called? Like shit-talking competition. You get disqualified? But I would never. I would never. But it would be funny. Where it's like, oh, here comes the competition. And then you get banned. Okay, so these are the two inside pieces for the bow. These will end up going inside of the ring that goes around the center, which we're just going to do a bit of stitching for. They will have, of course, a lining around the outside, so you won't see any of the interfacing that's the white piece. But then when you look down the middle, you can see, well, you can't see it on the camera because it's going to fix the light. But there are the veins. I can see it. It looks better in pictures, unfortunately. But in real life, it looks great. Right, there's one other piece I need to do this to. This one! I'd never. If I were, you'd know it. Yeah! Oh my god, we'd know. Our stream would go down again. The electronics knowledge. Our stream would crash again. Oh, veiny bow. Yeah, veiny bow. Veiny bow. We've already got one over there. Vein bows. That's a small one. This one's large. Extra large. Veiny bow. Oh, also testing. I don't know if you've seen this. Look. It's so big. It's not got all of the pieces in because otherwise it goes through the ceiling. But it's got most of the pieces in. It's so big. Oh, I love it. Oh, it is fun. It is fun. I love working on such a big build because, yeah, it takes up so much space. It's so unwieldy, but I love it a lot. You're suggesting that I'd hack your stream, lol, yes. Never, never, no, never. Absolutely not. No. Who would ever suggest such a thing? Not me. No. Oh dear. There we go. That should be all the threads, I think. Yeah. So I've cut them, it's just they're not falling off because I've stitched them in slightly. That's okay. That's okay. Oh dear. Whoa, you make all the clothing from scratch? Hi, Uda-chan, how's it going? Yes. So it's just like, I guess they can be really customizable. Oh, that's the other thing that I didn't mention. Sorry, thank you, Uda-chan, you have reminded me. I have done a couple things on here that I didn't show you. So before we cut this piece out on Tuesday, I've just sewn it in the fabric. And it's not been ironed or anything, but I just put it on here so that all of the pieces of the collar individually are now on the shirt. It's just they've not been sewn on. So they're pinned onto the shirt, they're not sewn on. So yeah, you can kind of see if I go, I'm gonna have to flick between them right now, but if I go between image 3 to us, the only thing that we don't have is the soul gem, because the fur will be going on the coat, not on the shirt collar. So yeah, we nearly have the full collar, just not quite. Yes. And yeah, and the other thing is at the moment the harness is on the outside of the shirt. When we finished it, the harness will be on the inside of the shirt. Yeah. You know what? It was easier to do it like this, so that's how I've done it. So it's difficult to dress a mannequin. Yeah, I did my best. And that's what you're suggesting, that I think you need to be judged. Excuse me, only chat gets judged here. Not me, only chat. You're very planned out. Thank you, Hidden, that's very kind of you. I mean, I will say, I like making lists and like ticking boxes, and that's how I get by. is making little tick boxes and making lists, and yeah, so like I have done that for this cosplay because yeah, it helps keep me on track and also not too overwhelmed with the workload, because it is a lot that needs to be done for this cosplay before it's finished, and I think otherwise it can be like, I want to do something for this cosplay but I don't know what to do, right? And just looking at it, it feels like there's so much that needs to be done. It can be a little bit overwhelming just like looking at it and feeling like that, but if I have a notebook that says every step that needs to be done and the order they need to be done in, I feel a little bit less overwhelmed by the workload. So yeah, it's for like my own sanity also, because otherwise, yeah, I don't feel good about it. Oh, that's a horn from Zay. Oh, love the hearts. Oh, who's getting judged? Is it Fries? Is Fries being judged today? Okay, I'll make sure Muppet Chairman judges you. Never, never, no, absolutely not. Okay, look, I'm about to watch the final one division. Oh, have fun, Punisher. Oh, who else? Fries. I think somebody might be looking for you. For your Fries. Oh my god, where is Fries? Heck, I have been looking for Fries everywhere. Jeez, why is it always like this? The one person that I'm looking for evades my capture. God damn it. Someone put Fries in my office 10 minutes ago, and also bring me a coffee right now. I'm so done with today. It's just been judgment after judgment after judgment. Okay, we calm. Ah, there you are, Fries. Get in my office right now, and bring the whole coffee machine. That's right, bring it in. Okay, Fries. I'm so done, Fries. Right. I don't want to talk about it. I'm so done. I feel like I've judged half of the office at this point, and I never expected it from you, Fries. Oh, Husha, it's very kind of you. I will, Husha. It's very, very sweet of you. I will call you into my office in just a sec, but right now I have to judge Fries. I won't tell you what Fries has done. It's too bad for words. Honestly, you don't want to know. Fries, yeah, no, Fries, don't look at Husher, look at me, and feel this judgment. Right, thank you for the coffee machine. It is appreciated, but I will not tell you my appreciation. Now sit there, and goddamn the music. I feel like this judging is against me. God damn it. No, Fries, that doesn't mean you can stand up. Sit back down. Stay there. You're not done yet. Stay there. Look back into my eyes. Right. clack, 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 clack. Yes. I see a list here of the things that you have done over the last week. And it's not nearly enough. Do you see our stocks, Fries? Do you see our stocks? They have plummeted. And I think we need somebody to blame, and today it is you. Right, go back to your desk, and I want you to fix this. I want you to fix this by 10 minutes ago. And you can take the coffee machine back with you, if that's okay, to the staff room. Okay, go. Okay, go. Go back with you. Goodbye. Also, Husher, thank you so much for the heckin' 7 months. 7 months at tier 3. Jesus Christ. Husher. Husher. My God. That's very kind of you. Oh, dear. That's very, very sweet. Jesus Christ. Heck. Sorry, I got very distracted doing that judgment. Oh my God. I feel the judgment. The judgment was all over the place. Scary googly eyes. That's our judgment. Oh dear. Just despite you, Chairman, I'm gonna make bacon again. In this office? How could you? That means we have to smell bacon in the office. What? Then we're all just gonna be hungry. It's even funny because I've been sitting down the whole time. Well, good. As you should be. You feel the judgment. Also, Lunapie cosplay, how is it going? I hope you're having a good day. I can't stand up right now, to be fair. Well, I mean, even if you could, right? Then the chairman would just judge you for standing up in the middle of judgment. And you wouldn't want that, right? You wouldn't want that. So it's a good job that you didn't. No one wants the extra judgment. Oh, I hope at work my weekend just started. Oh, that is good. I am glad to hear it. I hope that it is a good weekend that you have on the way. Oh, we are just doing the last few veins right now. We have done a lot of veins today. And they've actually been really good. I really like the veins that we've done today. I think they turned out really good. And they look very creepy. And I'm just pleased with them. I'm just generally pleased with them. Yeah, I think we've done a good job. I think we've done a very good job. So yeah, we got a few more to do, just on this piece here, and then yeah. Well, job well done. Considering that the stream decided to yeet me earlier, I'm pretty happy. You guys were still here, but I was not. I left my stream. I don't know how that happened, but it did. I decided to be yeeted from my own stream. Although I was still live, somehow. For like a good part of it, I just went mute. Weird, and I couldn't see anyone. And because my Streamlabs had closed. For anyone who wasn't here and wants like a dramatic retelling, my Streamlabs closed. And then I couldn't see anything, it all went dark. And then I came back, but nobody could hear me. Nobody could hear me at all. And nothing was working. And so I had to restart. And now I have no concept of time. It was hard. Oh, if I did, I'd leave mud all over the place. Oh no! No! You're kidding, by the way. Okay, that's good. You're gonna get scolded again. Yeah, you don't want to leave mud all over the office. No, that's a judge. You don't want to. You'd be judged for that. That's no good. To be fair, that's like a legitimate reason that a manager would judge you. If you left mud all over the office, I imagine you would get called to the office and be like, hey, can you not leave mud all over the office? Excuse me? Like, the first legitimate reason to actually be judged, like, oi. We don't legitimately judge people very often, but I got judged earlier, you know, on my own stream because I laughed very hard at someone renaming Winter, and then everybody judged me. But you know, I shouldn't really be judged, I think, on my own stream because, first of all, I've never redeemed judgment, so I don't think that's very fair. I think only if I redeem judgment should I be judged. Otherwise, it's not fair. We got a new mag for it. Oh, you're gonna test drive that one. That's a really nice. Okay, really nice present. Heck yeah. Like, cause that's. Oh, I really hope it goes well. Good luck. If it's a really powerful one, I hope it doesn't throw off your Streamlabs or anything like that. If that's what you're using it for. Oh my god. Oh my god. Microphones, eh? Microphones. Throwing off your CPU. My microphone uses like half of my computer's like streaming. Like this, my streaming CPU was half the amount before I plugged in my microphone. Why? No. I don't know. My microphone just decided to be heckin' strong. It was like I could be a normal microphone, or I could be the strongest thing you've ever seen. And I was like, oh, okay. Okay. I guess we could do this, sure. I don't know that I needed that, but okay. Like, you really didn't need to hear my voice that well anyway, but yeah, it's fine. And then we had like several streams in a row where like my camera would just jump all over the place. It was great because I couldn't work out how to fix it. I remember that microphone. I remember when you made everything jumpy all over the place because you were too powerful and I had to buy a heckin' powered USB tower to fix it. I remember that. Yeah, I can remember that. You were a butt. You were an absolute butt. I love you now, but you were a butt. Oh, it was an Elgato Wave 3 mic. Ooh, Elgato! Nice! Oh, that sounds really fun. Heck yeah. Oh, I hear that. That's the sound of bad. Sorry. My machine was like, oh no. Yeah, that's a bad feeling. Are you okay? Aha. I see you. Sorry, my bobbin is having a moment. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay to have a moment. That's fine. As long as you tell me like that, we're fine. You just need to tell me. Oh, that sounds really nice. Oh, hi, my sewing machine's what? I'm at my sewing machine watching a sewing machine. Weird. I do the same thing. Where it's like when I need some background like focus, like so that I can keep doing my work, I put on like another person's sewing and I'm like, I don't know how this works, but hey, brain stuff, I'm sure. There's probably a reason for this, but it's okay, this helps me, so I shall do it. I hope your sewing machine stuff is going well. Oh dear. Meanwhile, I think this might be the last vein. Last vein. Who would have thought? Last vein already. They grow up so fast. There we go. Amazing. Brain go brrr. Oh. Yeah. So does sewing machine. Everything here goes brrr. Loud. Loud workshop. Cosplay loud. Veins! Yeah! Oh, I love it. Right, let me get the bits that I've done. You can turn off real quick. So I can just show the people my veins. Look at them! Look at them! Oh, they look pretty cool. Pretty cool. Oh, yeah! Yeah! Motivate each other. I love how you talk to your sewing machine the same way I tell it off you. I'm like, oh yeah, just tell me if something's wrong. Don't just go off on your own. You need to tell me. You just get so used to it because it like, I'll be honest, sewing machines do be acting like people though. Like they have their off days and they have their good days. Like they have days where they feel like they talk openly about their emotions like today. Like it's been pretty good. Like I've not had any big bobbin betrayals. It's been pretty good. And then they have days where they're like, I'm just not gonna tell you. I'm just gonna let you go. And not tell you that I ran out of bobbin 5 minutes ago. We're just gonna keep going. It's like, I need you to tell me. Please just tell me. Oh, dear. A flesh stream now, flesh stream. Here they are. Do you have a recommendation for a starting sewing machine? I would normally say what, this is always my first question. What do you want to sew? And then have a look at your own options. What do you want to sew, first and foremost? Because sewing machines, when you go into what they do, they'll have loads and loads of like statistics on each of the sewing machines. And then let's start with, okay, what do you want to sew in 2 years' time? What are your goals for sewing? I think would really be a better way to start. because sewing machines will put themselves, they'll have lots of statistics and they'll be like, oh, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. But the important thing to look at when you're looking at a sewing machine is what materials can your sewing machine handle, right? And they'll normally say lightweight, light to medium weight, and then all materials including jersey and upholstery, or including stretch and upholstery. Now, my machine can do all materials including stretch and upholstery, because I need it to go through thick fabrics because of cosplay. Now, if you are only going to be doing shirts, do you need that? Probably not. That's really intense. And you'll be paying extra because you'll be getting that extra power. If you were only doing shirts, you know, the light or the medium weight materials are going to be fine because that's like a cotton material. But if you then ever wanted to do like denims, for instance, like you wanted to do a denim jacket, your machine might not be as up to it when it comes to the thick seams and stuff like that. So you want to consider that with a machine, you don't normally replace them like a mobile phone. You won't be buying a new one every year. My first machine I had for 10 years, and I only got a new one because I wanted to, well, first of all, it had a few damages that would have cost more to fix than it would have to replace. And I also wanted to get more embroidery stitches, so I was like, I'm gonna get a new one. So yeah, that's what I did. And it's important, yeah, to think about that so that you don't have to then buy another one when you're like, man, I really enjoyed making these shirts, but it's a bit limiting now. Do I want something else? And if the price difference is, you know, £15, £20 between like a lightweight and a medium weight, consider it, yeah. The other thing is talk to the people in your area, see what machine brands are available, because if you have, for instance, you're doing stuff where it's like, oh, in your area you have lots and lots of Singer machines, and you have a huge range of Singer machines. Not only that, oh, we have loads of parts for Singer machines, we have lots of stuff like that, and you buy a Brother, and it's goddamn difficult to get Brother parts. If your machine loses something and it takes 8 weeks to get a replacement because of where you live, that's a nightmare. Maybe get a Singer, because you can normally get the equivalent machine in these different brands, right? Get one which is easy for you to get replacement parts for. Because a lot of the time these main brands are very, very similar. It is just like, you might as well get the one which is the easiest for you to get new parts for, which supply is closest to you. When you look online and ask people like, what is a good machine for me, a lot of the time they'll push the brands that are best for them because of the country that they live in, where it's like, well, in my country I get a lot of this, but they won't necessarily mention the in their country part. And unfortunately, like, supply is very different over the entire world. It might be a really, really good machine, but if you can never get parts for it, unfortunately, you will eventually want parts for that machine. You might want a new foot, or you might want specifically, you might need new bits and bobs that only go on that machine, and not every part is universal. So, yeah, it's best to get things that are great for your area rather than getting a really, really good machine that you can never get bits for. And again, a lot of things do have equivalent machines, like Genome, Brother and Singer, which are the ones that are most prominent in my area, for instance. Thank you for the horn. Oh, and testing, I will get that judged in just a second. Those are the 3 brands that are most prominent in my area. They all have equivalent machines. So if I found one in Brother, but I found that it was much easier for me to get Genome parts, I might just look for the same one in Genome and order that one. Yes. I think it's not a bad thing to think about, just for long-term planning, because yeah, I might not want those parts right now, but in 2 years, can I guarantee that I won't want it? And I'm not paying more, I'm making my life easier long-term. And again, it's kind of an investment, it's something that you're thinking about for, you know, in 5 years' time maybe, that you might still want to be doing that. Hopefully it is still something that you're interested in. And if it is, you're making your life easier. Why not? You're not spending any more, you're making it easy. Yeah. Yeah, the other thing is, I suppose, getting an up-to-date machine. That one might not seem super important, but sometimes buying an older machine can do you detriment. I don't mean this as any offense to people that use an old machine, and old machines are lovely. They really, really are. But the reason that can sometimes be with older machines it can be more difficult to get replacement parts, and the older a machine is, the more likely it can be to go wrong. Now this is excluding sometimes the older pieces that are like hardy as heck, but on some older machines it can be really difficult to get replacement parts for. So that would be the one exclusion where I'd be like, maybe you'll be alright with those. But yeah, it's getting a newer machine often will be sorry to think about. But yes, those would be the advices that I'd give when looking for a new machine. Those 3 pieces, which is look at the weight of fabrics that it can do, and think about what you want to do, like not just what you want to do right now, but what you want to do going forward once you improve at sewing, what you want to do. Like maybe you want to do shirts right now, but once you become a master shirtsmith, what's your next step? Will your machine be able to handle it with what you're thinking to buy? Second, what brands are available near you, and how easy will it be to get new parts if something takes your fancy to create? And 3, how old is the machine that you're looking to purchase? Those are the 3 that I would personally look at. Okay, I'm sorry, I will now catch up on chat. It's a bit difficult to break that up with maybe out losing what I'm trying to say, so I will now look at chat. I'm sorry. Oh dear. These days are mostly when there is outrage. The days off are mostly when there is outrage. I'm sorry. I had a sewing machine on service, but the mechanism to stop the needle arm from moving when I go spool up is stuck. What did they do? What did they do? What did they do? What did they do? Shirts to start with. The OP shirts like ass. Infinite shirts. Infinite shirts. Heck yeah. Giant lungs of course. Oh god. Who buys a new phone every year? Apple users. Yeah, I don't buy a new phone every year, but I know a lot of people that do. Your stream is a lovely change of pace to my morning routine. Studio just tolerate my children. Appreciate your kind words about cosplay. Oh, thank you, testing. Yeah, I was gonna say this lovely. This is the thing I'd say with a lot of people when they're making big. It's such big builds. It's such big motivation seeing other people like going through it, because it feels like I'm doing the same sort of thing, and it's nice seeing other people making big steps in progress because it makes me feel like I want to push myself to do it too. Yes, I will do a judgment. I don't know what Husqvarna over here. Oh, that's another brand. I don't know Husqvarna. I say he's a 30-year-old. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Very sorry for a new one. Excuse me. I feel offended. I'm sorry. I have no idea. I wish I knew, but it's stuck. I'm sorry. The company that makes pretty much everything: chainsaws, motorcycles, and sewing machines. The Nokia's a sewing machine. Nice. Yeah, I don't mean it as any offense to anyone who has an older machine, because a lot of the time the old ones do end up being really hardy. But that would be some of my advice to someone who is considering, who said, oh yeah, I've talked to a lot of people who are like, I've seen an old one on eBay, and aren't old models meant to be really, really strong? And it's like, they can be, but if you end up buying one that then needs repairs, you might end up buying a machine that might become impossible for repairs very soon. You don't know, or you might not know, and it can be really difficult to tell, and it can be different from country to country. And you don't want to necessarily get stuck with a machine that is nearly impossible to repair. So that's where that piece of advice comes in, is more with second-hand machines. Yeah, because again, you could end up with something that becomes really powerful because it's an older machine. So it could be great. It could be great. It could come in perfect condition. Really powerful, really great, strong machine. Wonderful. Or you could get stuck with something where it breaks and you can't fix it because nothing is available. That's the thing with sewing machines. Like any piece of machinery, you lose parts, you can end up having to get things fixed. You are meant to service your sewing machines as well, again, because you keep them for a good long time. And if you end up taking it to service and it needs something fixed, you don't want it to be too expensive. Oh dear. Right. Somebody needs to be judged. Just to check testing, you're still here. I don't want to judge you if you're not here. So can we get a call just to make sure testing is still here, so that the manager can in fact find you. Oh dear. Yippa, great. Good. I don't want to test someone who's not here. That doesn't seem fair. In that case. Oh no. Testing. Where's testing? Has anybody seen testing? God damn, I've been so busy today. I'm about done with this job, honestly. Testing. Honestly, I have no time for this. Get in my office right now. I see you over there hiding. Get over here. Into the office. I'm done. Right. I don't even have my coffee machine anymore, which means I was done about 20 minutes ago. Now, I've seen your progress on your costume. I've seen it. And while it is amazing, I will... What do you mean? What do you mean you will not? No, you will get over here and you will be judged. You will be judged. I've seen your progress. And fantastic as it may have been, I'm not happy. And I will judge you for it. I will judge you for it. Did you know that we are the competition in this company? You waltz into this into this company and think that I do not know, in fact, that you are a spy. You are a spy in this company. You think that I do not know. You think that I am unaware. Well, in fact, testing. I am aware. Also, I really quickly need to move this because I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Testing. To know that there is, in fact, a spy working in this company. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. And if you think you're gonna get away with this, you have another thing coming. Now, I want you to get back to your desk and get back to the work, because if we're gonna have a spy working for us, at the very least they're gonna do their job. Now go back to your desk. I'm done with you. Go back. Get out. Get out. Get out. Oh dear. This is the weirdest thing. You're welcome to judgment. Espionage. Oh dear. Right, that is actually the end of our stream, by the way. We are done for the day. I've done all of my veins. All of my veins are done, and I need to actually make myself some lunch before the Vampire the Masquerade later with friends. So I'm actually done. That'll have to end out our stream. Oh no. I know, right? And I need to eat something. I gotta get the sustenance. Gotta get some sustenance, guys. Otherwise, what do we do? I won't have eaten anything. That's not good. I'm gonna get foods. Oh dear. Right. Should we see some people? Should we see some people? I think we can do to see some people. I think that seems like a good idea. Okay, let's see. Who in fact. Ooh, okay. There's a few people actually that I would love to go see. I think actually, you know who I'm feeling? We haven't raided this person in a hot minute, and they've not been streaming super duper long, which hopefully means they'll be streaming a little bit longer. And they are very, very talented, so I think we're gonna raid them. Yes. Oh, yay, we go out on a testing judgment, we do. Oh no. Oh no. Yes. Have a good weekend. Oh, Robbie, yeah, have a lovely weekend as well. Thank you, get some energy to for yes, energy. Although I am actually working this weekend from home, but working. Yes, raid. And yes, thank you for streaming, and thank you for putting the raid stuff in chat. I appreciate it. Right, let me get this raid. To anyone who doesn't know this person, we're going to be raiding Ben. Ben is a musician. They play guitar and they have the greatest of voice and kazoo. They do voice and they do kazoo, guys. Kazoo. Who doesn't want kazoo on a Friday? No, they are a really sweet and genuinely lovely person. Horn. So if you are looking for some wholesome vibes with a kazoo and a guitar and sweet bean, please stick around for the raid and send them some love, because they are heckin' good. Gotta get in before the end. Heck yeah. So grab a raid, cool. I shall grab one myself, and let's go send them some love, because they are a sweet bean and they deserve lots and lots of love. Right, let's all go over there. I'll see you all soon. Everybody enjoy your weekend. Take care. Bye everyone.